All right, people, in this update, I'm going to be talking about BBRY and DIS. I'll be explaining the options for both BBRY and DIS. Disney is an update plan, and BBRY is an interesting plan, but again, for everything, confirmation is key, and make sure you understand what I'm explaining in the video, all the key important points. Now, let's talk about BBRY. BBRY is set up to test 14 to 15 longer term. Of course, if it can confirm, right? The September 18 $10 calls could be used. I will explain key facts in the video. Okay, people. So, on the shorter term basis, I see 1250 to 13 could be hit if we can confirm. Okay, and these options provide plenty of time to make 100, 200% gains. All right, now BBRY needs to break above a key pivot point. 1060 on some good action volume. Okay, but there will be another key pivot point for entry that I will explain in the video. All right, people. So before we talk about that 1060, there's an earlier entry, but we want to see volume and power, and a break above 1030 on at least 1 million shares on a 10-minute chart would be that signal. If we don't get that volume, and I mean at least 1 million shares on a 10-minute chart as the smashing through 1030, basically you're going to watch for basic above 1030 and look for that 1 million smash of 1060. Okay, and of course, if it doesn't do that with 1060, then basing of 1060 and look for power to 1070. The key is 1060 is a key pivot point when that is going to be, and getting above that with some strength, reasonable strength, or basing above that, one of the two. So for me, I trust volume and price power combination. And believe me when I tell you, the reason why BBRY failed over here was the lack of volume, power, and pressure. And so as we reverse now, we do need that, or else BBRY can be stuck in chop and go nowhere. Now, this stock has one thing in favor since this day over here, back in April, and that is strong time frame alignment on all time frames. The only thing it lacks, in my humble opinion, is volume. And I keep telling people this 1,000,000,000 times. Volume. I mean, this volume, there were some good volume bar days, but minimum this. I mean, look when it attempted over here. The volume was, even over here, you need reasonable volume. And this is why the stock failed last time. You know, my volume rules, or my volume, if this stock doesn't do minimum volume rules, especially now, it's going to be stuck in chop. It's going to fail constantly. All right, people. So make sure you understand those points. Let's go take a look at DIS. All right, people, this is the DIS chart, and this is an update, and let me explain. I'm going to be so this is set up to test 112 to 114. The August 18 110 calls could be used. I will explain the updated facts in the video. Okay, people, so on my last update, I talked about Disney getting above a key pivot point, which was 106.65. It did that today, but it wasn't that strong. This volume was okay. So this is why I said to people, if they want to engage in these options, they could. Right? I mean, you might get in a little cheaper, you might not. Okay, it's one of those things because Disney could need some time to consolidate above this key pivot point that I talked about, which is 106.65. Okay, but in case that's not the case here, what I'm looking for Disney to do, okay, because I didn't bother getting into Disney yet, is I'm looking for Disney needs to break over 107.10 on some good action volume. And good action volume is 600K on a 10-minute chart. Now, if the volume isn't there, as we are above 107.10, then you're going to look for basic above 107.10 and look for power through 107.50 to even 107.80. The key is this stock may need time and may need to chop. And I would like to see, before I even get into this, even if this confirms, it may not be smooth. Let me put it to you point this way. But with these August 18 110 calls, they could be very useful. Okay, they're going to serve a purpose and be profitable at some extent, if this confirms properly. So we do want the right confirmation and volume to come in, Disney. It's very important for the stock. Let's go take a look at the options for both BlackBerry and Disney. All right, people, so here we are at the Yahoo Finance, and BlackBerry closed at 10:14 for July 19th. And here I have up the September 15, 2017 options. And this is what's interesting here. Let me show you why I like these. So first of all, there wasn't a lot of trading, okay? But you can see there's a lot of open interest in these, 14,000 and 12,000. So one of the key things is that what's really good about this is that BlackBerry has time frame alignment. I would like volume to come in, or we're going to have some good price patterning action above the key pivot points that I explained in the video. Make sure you listen to that video. Make sure you listen to the video, what I'm saying. I'll be making updates if need be for BBRY, but as it stands, this plan here is kind of like the heads up. If we can get the earlier confirmation, so be it. If not, we're going to have to pay the price to make sure that the stock isn't going to stay in chop. It's consolidated long enough. There's a lot of positive points. It lacks one thing, and volume comes in, and it's like a no-brainer. But that's the problem with BlackBerry. Volume has been the problem, in my opinion, of why we continue to not really move. But if the volume comes in, that means there's faith in this stock, in this company. Let's take a look at Disney now. Alright, people, so here we are with DIS, and it closed at 106.82, basing above that key pivot point. Remember, 106.65, very important. We remain above that. That's a good sign. All right, now, as for that point that I want to make clear, you see that even though this did confirm, and I talked about people getting it, it's still cheaper. And I mean, with confirmation, this could cost $1.20, $1.30. I don't care, for my opinion. The good thing is you can see lots of open interest in the 110s and the 105s. Man, are they doing very good. Look at the amount of trading in this. You got to realize, people, something is up with the stock, okay? You can win no matter which calls you buy, the 105s, 110, okay? I just want some more confirmation, and it doesn't matter. You're going to win either whether, for me, I feel safer for the reasons that I explained. It's about making money. It's not about guessing. It looks good, but we are at a key pivotal point, and many times we've been failing, but this time could be different, and confirmation will put the odds in our favor. So anyways, here's the options. They close at 99 cents for the 110s and 320 for the 105s for August. All right, people, welcome to Power Target Trades, the place where I post great plans. Listen, people, just like this BBRY and DIS plan, I post a lot of great plans like Apple, tons of winning plans for Apple, BA, FedEx, you name it, lots of great video plans. With unlike anything else out there, a lot of so-called services tout a lot of things. Basically, what these plans are designed is to make money. We have rules, and as you can see, confirmation is key. Study the videos. And when my plans confirm, we're making money, and there's direction. Most of the time, there's sometimes plans we're gonna have to exit for a break even. There's gonna be losses sometimes, but the majority of the time, greater than 80% of the time, we're making great gains in my confirmed plans. Study the channel, study the videos. Again, follow Power Trigger Trade for updates and confirmation. See the Sandro Power Trigger Trade? It's going to appear here in a circle format. Simply click on it. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. Like I said, people, also I suggest watching my created playlist that has a wealth of great information of plans from start to finish. So there you have, people. A great update, a great new plans for both DIS and BBRY. DIS I really like, especially if you can confirm. Thanks for listening. Like the video.